Welcome to the Newy Tech Jobs Update for February 2020. So, February this year, last month, we had 194 roles advertised in the tech category in Newcastle in the month of February. That is the biggest total we've had since we started recording this at the start of January 2019. So bigger than at any point in 2019, eclipsing July last year, which was 191. So only just beating it, but last year July had 31 days, February just had 29. So even bigger indication just to say how popular a month it was. So really positive result to say the Newcastle tech scene is all heading in the right direction. Lots of companies are hiring. It's a really good time to be a candidate in the tech scene in Newcastle. Just to give some further clarity on how big a number that is, it's up 45% month on month, so bigger than January by 45%, and up 50% year on year. So 50% increase year on year is significant. February tends to be a good time to hire. A lot of companies coming back. January tends to be a slower month with people's holidays and then in Australia Day long weekend. So February is always busy. But to be a 50% increase on last year is significant. So once again, just really positive signs for Newcastle tech scene. There were three key data points for February 2020. That first key data point was that total number of jobs, which was significant. The second key data point was 65% of all the roles advertised were by private advertisers. That number is traditionally 55% private advertisers, if not skewed more to the recruiter side, recruiters advertising more than private advertisers. So big data shift to say private advertisers are starting to advertise more on Seek in the tech scene in Newcastle. So that's a 32% increase month on month, and about a 30% increase on most of the trends we've seen last year. So big increase, big shift towards private advertisers advertising in the tech scene in Newcastle. So my take on that increase from private advertisers for February, I think those numbers are skewed a little bit because the most popular roles advertised in February are actually help desk and IT support roles. Help desk and IT support tend to be like the second or third most popular roles being advertised in Newcastle, but in February they become the most popular roles being advertised. I think a lot of private advertisers understand that they might be able to do a help desk or IT support role themselves through Seek. If you have a look at Seek application numbers in general, you'll definitely get more applicants for a help desk or IT support role than you would be for a really hard to fill solution architect or developer. So I think a lot of advertisers understand that and are advertising for those roles themselves. So that was a key reasoning, I think, behind private advertisers advertising more themselves before going to recruiters. On that point, most popular roles advertised for the month were help desk and IT support roles, followed by developers, followed by business and systems analysts, with actually quite a few little solution architect roles being thrown in there as well. So top three, help desk, IT support, developers, business systems analysts, but a good little growth there from the solution architect type space, which is nice to see that sort of top end, more senior roles starting to be advertised and companies looking to hire in that space. So I don't see the trends significantly changing. Those three top categories tend to be the three top categories most months, but just real increase in that help desk and IT support space at the start of the year. So nice for people in that space. Good opportunities around. On the developers point there, developers were advertised a lot last year. It's the same trend to start the year. Software engineers are in significant demand at the moment and they're being advertised heavily on Seek. My advice for anyone, private advertisers especially, advertise what you can offer to those candidates. So there's a lot of advertisements out there that are saying we want. Really, that's not the spot you're in. Candidates have all the power in this market, and it's about you advertising to them what you can offer them. Is it a salary package? Is it the type of technology you use? Is it flexibility with work hours? What type of team and environment do you work in? You've got to tell the market what you can offer them if you're any chance to hire good quality software engineering talent. So I would say that's specific in that market, but in the wider sense as well. Give the candidates some information. Why should they come and join your team? It's called a job advertisement for a reason. It is an advertisement, not you're in a position of power where people are knocking at your door to come and join your team in 99% of the situation. So I think it's a better experience for the candidates to know what they're working into and why they should come and join your team. So that would be my little piece of advice in that software development space in particular. Thanks for listening to this episode of Newy Tech Jobs. We'll be back in April for the March update. If you've got any questions on what's happening in the Newcastle tech scene, feel free to reach out to me, 0427 107 796. Thank you.